This update is the biggest disgrace in the history of Call of Duty Zombies DLC releases, whether free or paid. What's going on, guys? How are your meatballs? All of the content for Season 2 of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies has officially been revealed by Call of Duty. No more speculating or guessing. We now know exactly what we're getting, and you, my friends, are gonna be shell-shocked by this information. We'll be discussing that brand new information for Season 2, as well as the fact that TREYARCH is no longer working on Modern Warfare Zombies. As I discussed in my last video, I thought that Season 2 of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies would be the biggest season yet, and it seems that that is still very much possible, but there's one problem with that, and we'll get into that in just a second. But real quick, think themed slash zombie themed season for Modern Warfare 3. That's when stuff was looking really bright, and that's why, and really what inspired me to make my video yesterday talking to you guys about this being the biggest season for Modern Warfare 3, as well as combined with the fact that TREYARCH is no longer working on the game and that they presumably want to go out with a bang. Of course, they're not going to officially announce that TREYARCH's not working on the game, but based off of various reliable people around the community, that is the case. So real quick, it does appear, according to Margwa Network over on Twitter, that High Moon Studios is taking over development on MW3. Now, they do say unconfirmed, but we have just been told that High Moon Studios is taking over development of MW3, with developers from several different teams as well. Previously, TREYARCH led the development alongside. We are unable to fully confirm at this point. Now, that makes a lot of sense because TREYARCH has to work on their full-fledged Call of Duty coming out later this year. They were never really intended to entirely work on this project. So for the most part, the teams working on this mode probably still had some involvement in it at any single point in time thus far, but now they are full-on responsible for the finishing development of this game. Now, moving forward into the actual Season 2 content, I am happy to announce to you guys that on the launch of Season 2 for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, there will be absolutely nothing. You heard that correctly. For the launch of a Zombies-themed season, there is zero content coming to Modern Warfare Zombies. Now, they have announced lots of cool stuff for the mid-season update, but I just do not understand how we go this long without a massive update in a game that relies on constant updates. And we're going to get over what's coming to the game now, but I don't understand how you have a live service game that requires updates and hasn't been really updated that big in a while. You have a zombies themed season and then you release nothing on the launch of the season. This could be the biggest DLC fumble of all time. Paid, not paid, I do not care. This is a disgrace. And I really do have respect for the developers. I'm sure that they are not really to blame for this, but it just doesn't. I talked about yesterday how Call of Duty does stuff, just Call of Duty in general, does stuff that doesn't make sense a lot of the time, and this is a prime example of it. So let's jump into the actual launch content for this game, or the Season 2 mid-season launch content. This is Season 2 Reloaded content coming at us, which is not another month from now. So there actually is quite a few things coming. I'm sorry about my anger, but this is a game that I actually enjoy somewhat, and it has been overall going well, but they have completely dropped the ball with this one. So anyways, Modern Warfare Zombies, first things first, the Dark Aether story act continues. In Season 2, strike teams from Operation Deadbolt continue to confront terrifying trans-dimensional anomalies. And this is just saying, essentially, that there's going to be more Dark Aether rifts coming in Season 2. They say new secrets await in the exclusion zone, and tensions are heightened this time, as Terminus outcomes have followed your teams into the rift. Thankfully, you have an expert guiding you, Sergei Ravenov. Battle alongside the rest of your squad, completing a series of dangerous tasks, and find your way out of the Dark Aether before it's too late. So they're teasing a very action-packed, second, exciting Dark Aether rift for Modern Warfare Zombies, and this all sounds really cool, but it's not coming for another month, and it sounds like it's going to be another challenging piece of content, which is really awesome. Now, they say enter the second rift mid-season, so more than likely what this is going to be is very similar to Season 1, where we initially had that story quest, which, by the way, I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. This is allegedly the Season 2 Zombies mission that we're going to be doing on launch, or on the launch of this update, the Season 2 Reloaded update, and then after that, I'm assuming we can go back into the Dark Aether to go ahead and get some more items or for additional challenges. But anyways, entering the second rift that we just discussed, this is another section of their blog post. A new story mission with new terrors lurking within the Dark Aether await you. You will utilize a variety of redacted during the investigation of a second rift, which that can mean redacted schematics or secret weapons that they haven't announced yet, but they did announce schematics, and we'll talk about those in a second. Alarming aberrations abound in this new maze, as a mysterious entity makes her presence known to Ravenov and the team while they frantically search for an exit exit from the rift. Earn coveted rewards, follow cryptic clues, and complete time tasks, all while facing down the largest infested stronghold yet seen. So again, this kind of plays along with what I just showed you. This more than likely is going to be the season 2 mission right here with the Dark Aether rifts. You may have to do some kind of Easter egg to get into the rift, who really knows, but that's going to be our story thing, and it does sound really cool, and it's going to be another challenging thing to do with more rewards, and more than likely these rewards will be schematics. But anyways, moving forward, new challenges and schematics, they say, mid-season. So we're going to be getting the VR11 weapon schematic finally, as you guys would have already assumed. Don't know why it's coming then and not now, but we're going to be getting that. We're going to be getting a brand new mags of holding schematic and a blood burner key schematic, and I'll be talking about all those in just a second. Now they go on to make this a little bit more confusing. They say, as with season 1, your prestige player level unlocks more challenges to complete, with additional calling cards to unlock. Furthermore, expect a new warlord to face and the following new classified schematics. So I believe what that is just saying there, which I don't know why they put into this section. Well, I guess they say new challenges and schematics, but still, you'll have additional calling card challenges to unlock via the season if you wish, but I could care less about that. In terms of actual physical in-game content that we'll be seeing, again, moving forward, we have these new schematics, which we'll discuss in a second, and a brand new warlord. And actually, let's go over the warlord first, then I'll read you guys the schematics. Well, actually, no, we'll go over the schematics first. Mags of holding schematic. Who has time to reload? Not you if you've activated the mags of holding, which allows your ammunition to feed directly from your weapon's ammo stash, essentially eliminating the need to reload your weapon. And this, of course, if any of you guys have played Black Ops 3 Zombies, sounds like what? Stock option gobblegum. So this is going to be its own schematic. I would assume it's not going to be a schematic on a very high cooldown, which, by the way, they have announced no adjustments to anything across the board for zombies to this point. If they have, I'll include them at the end of this video, and that's talking about schematic cooldown timers, increased acquisition stash, and stuff to that capacity. And it is, I will say, it is entirely possible that stuff like that is coming in this update, since there is nothing coming on launch seemingly, but we'll have to wait and see, because to this point, nothing like that has been officially announced. But moving forward, we have the blood burner key. There's no need to scavenge for the blood burner wonder vehicle on the map if you're carrying the blood burner key. Simply use it to summon the possessed two-wheeler without a lengthy search beforehand. So finally, they're bringing in an instantly spawnable blood burner bike. So as soon as you spawn into the match, just like you can activate a ray gun schematic or use your ray gun schematic to get an acquisition to use in your game, that weapon case, you can now acquire through this brand new Easter egg they're going to be putting into the game to then open the Dark Aether Rift and complete the objective, and going back in and doing contracts or whatever objectives they put in there. Once you complete all of that, you'll be able to acquire the schematic for both or all three of these brand new schematics, the mags of holding, the blood burner key, and the VR11 wonder weapon, and then you'll be able to spawn in with the acquisition for them and use it immediately or whenever you want, just like the dog bone schematic, just like all the other schematics we received in game. You can have them on you, carry them from game to game, activate them at the beginning of the game, at the end of the game, doesn't really matter. Whenever you want to use them, you can use them. But obviously, this is a really good schematic to have, and we already know it's going to be some kind of stupid cooldown anyways, so does it really matter? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, the blood burner key coming into the game is still really awesome. This will be one of the better schematics in the game for sure. Moving forward, as I said, the third and final schematic is the VR11 wonder weapon schematic. Those strike team operate. I'm not even going to read you the description for this one. It's the fucking VR11 case, all right? You guys already know what that is. I'm sorry. I know we have another section to go here, but I am still having so much trouble wrapping my head around the fact that there is zero content launching on the launch of MW3 Season 2 in a zombies themed season. Combined with the fact that we've been nagging Treyarch about increasing the acquisition stash and they're not even working on the game anymore, dude. It's just, anyways. Warlord KERES. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce this, but it's K-E-R-E-S. KERES. I'm gonna pronounce it 400 different ways throughout my videos over this next month and a half period. But yeah, the Warlord KERES has set up her fortress in the kill house at Orlov military base. She is known as a deadly and elusive chemical warfare specialist. By the way, after this we have some more stuff to talk about. But anyways, and her defenses should be approached with the extreme caution. Expect the exterior to be well fortified with soldiers, snipers, turrets, and traps, as well as poison gas grenades. It would be wise to bring a gas mask. Breaching the fortress is only the first challenge. Once inside, expect visibility issues as KERES' new gas compound hangs in the air throughout the facility, disrupting almost all sensors, including thermal weapon scopes. Perhaps there's a way to counteract this? Expect KERES to utilize conventional armaments as well as poisonous smoke screens, counting on her numerous bioweapons to choke you out. It's gonna take teamwork to box her in and eliminate her. So this sounds like it is a brand new warlord, but it sounds like a challenging brand new warlord. Once again, we had that first warlord with the launch of Modern Warfare Zombies, and that was cool. Then they took a little bit of a step up with the KV, which I really liked. It was also broken. You didn't need a key card for it. I don't even know if you do now. I still don't think you do. But there's that. And now it sounds like we're getting an even more challenging and more in-depth Warlord with KERES. And again, with all of this stuff, I am really excited for it. It all seems awesome. If this was coming on the launch of season 2, dude, I'd be so hyped. I'd be like, this is the update I was expecting. And this is the update that I was expecting for Modern Warfare season 2. It was just that I was expecting it on the launch, not mid-season. But anyways, just one more thing, at least as of now, that I want to mention, and it's that they're throwing in one of the shopping centers into the Dark Aether. So this brand new shopping center, or this brand new Dark Aether that we're seeing, I believe it's still going to be the same Dark Aether that we had. It could potentially be a slightly different area. I'm not really sure, but if I had to put my best guess forward, it's gonna be essentially the same Dark Aether map with some renovations. I'm not sure if these renovations and or additions or even full changes, if it is an entirely brand new map, I'm not sure if that will apply to both Dark Aethers, meaning the season 2 quest and the season 1 quest. But yeah, guys, I want to know what your thoughts are on this down below in the description. Most of you are probably not losers like me and are getting angry over a video game, but you have to realize that I make videos on this every single day, and I'm genuinely trying to grow this channel out. And I enjoy doing that on Call of Duty Zombies. And I will not stop doing it with Call of Duty Zombies. But it just hurts to see some stuff like this. But that's everything you have to know from a raging gamer. And yeah, take care of your meatballs, guys. Peace.